Won't you say why you're a stranger now? Your eyes escaping mine when I sit you down. Don't you feel like we're holding on onto a fairy tale, but the magic's gone? Been months of bluffing the blushes and faking the butterflies. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk.
Jake, go for it.
Okay.
Won't you say why you're a stranger now? Your eyes escaping mine.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the NiQ Comeback Cup. Hope you're all doing well on this fantastic Sunday. My name's Jake. I'll be your caster for today's tournaments, and I'll be followed by Raider here.
Well, thanks for the warm welcome. I'm excited to see what happens today from these perspective, from these amazing teams to be precise. Well, we saw quarterfinals and semifinals yesterday, but now we're going to move on to the finals as well. We have got in the semifinals, first of all, we have got teams like Rebel Squad and Astro Gaming, which is going to come for us, I believe, and Player X is already there in the finals, so that's good enough. We have to look into the fact that which is the team who's going to get qualified for the finals. Is it going to be Rebel Squad or is it going to be Astro Gaming? That's the big question for now.
Indeed, both squads are able to make it out of the quarterfinals, so they definitely got something going on here. However, looks like
Mhm.
Flarex has sort of a dominant presence. We'll see which one of these two will be able to make it out of the semifinals and get to the finals.
Definitely looking for it. But at this point, if we talk about the map bans, Haven is going to be the map which we are going to witness for now. So let's head back in the game and eventually witness what kind of carnage these guys are going to dish out and who is going to be the winner of the semifinals.
All right, let's get into it. We got the agent selections happening right now.
And from the perspective of Team Astro Gaming, I guess Killjoy might be coming up along with Fade, and I guess that's good. That could be Viper. Let's see. Okay, I guess few agents are getting confirmed from the team known as Rebel Squad.
Yep, Rebels is currently attacking and Astro on the defense. Can't wait to see what's happening. Haven, if you look at a lot of the higher elo plays, you'll see a lot of Killjoy being played, but you might see something special from Astro with 3 Yorus.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe forgetting that this isn't replication. um, but we'll have to see. Looks like Rebel Squad is actually not running a Sentinel. They have 2 duelists.
That can be a tough competition indeed. But for now, if we talk about the team Astro Gaming, let's see what kind of agents they are going to pick. Well, they have got their Reina, and I believe the confirmation might come in very soon. 20 more seconds to go, and after that, the confirmation should be coming from Team Rebel Squad. We've already got an Omen, Neon is there, we've got Jet along with Fade and a Breach.
Choose your agent.
Killjoy is a very dominant Sentinel pick on Haven, especially now that Breach His aftershock can no longer destroy the lockdown. So we'll have to see how exactly Astro intends to sort of use this combination in their favor.
Looking forward to it. For now, I guess Raze is going to be there by Barabib. But the game is going to get started soon enough, and then we'll witness the carnage. And remember, guys, the map is going to be Haven, and we are going to look for the finalists, to be precise. Out of these two teams, one of these team is actually going to become the finalist, and which is going to face off Team BlazeX, if I'm not wrong. But let's see what happens. For now, the game is about to start, and then we'll witness the carnage.
It's going to be interesting, though, to see the difference between Astra and Omen as well. I
Right.
know a lot of teams like to pick Astra, but I think personally Omen is probably a more meta pick just for having those recharging smokes, really lending to the defaulty style of Haven attack. But Rebel Squad is running 2 duelists and a breach, so this could end up being an incredibly fast rush comp instead of a more default comp that we're used to seeing.
Looking forward to it, but I believe the game is going to get started soon enough. So looking at this point, I believe the aggression should be coming from Team Astro Gaming as well. And if we talk about Rebel Squad, looking forward to it, what they can actually do. Because if we talk about the defense side, that can be quite critical. The spike is there with the fade, if I'm not wrong. So let's see, is it going to be possible for them to plant it out? And if I talk about Astro, Rana is there, and all the other members from Team Astro are trying their level best to put that game in the perspective for now. Let's see what are the possibilities of Team Rebel Squad. We have got Fade with the spike and a ghost in the hand. This is going to be the pistol round, so definitely going to be a critical one.
Right, and it looks like Astro actually doing a very strong A-hole, looking to just retake on C. Nobody on C, actually, not even on Garage. But the smokes are coming out,
Where are you?
and the execute starting.
The Jet has been able to put up a smoke. Some shots are actually going to be there so that they can determine where the enemy is. But now, in a very open area, the spike is going to get planted. And that is actually going to become a successful trip for this team. But particularly from the back end, I believe from the spawns of defenders, they are coming up. They number 1, 5, and the other players are also trying to join in. Raze is there with the boom bot. Apart from that, the Fade also wants to push forward. But eventually, there is a very good defensive position that has been created, that has been, should I say, appointed by the team known as Rebel Squad.
Mark 2.
Yep, and Astro now finally getting to actually hit the or retake the site. But they're really not in position right now.
Last player standing.
With that, attackers have got the first round of the 13 that they have to acclaim. And this is a good start. This is a good start for the attackers. But moving forward, I believe it can be quite risky because they are going to get predictable for a time period. Rebel Squad is looking confident for now. Well, let's see how far they will be able to go.
Yeah, a bit of a gamble on that one. I think even if you did want to play retake on C, you'd probably want to have somebody towards Garage just to get a bit more information and push out a little bit, as most Rebel Squad actually pushed through C long, and the retake was a little bit slow due to those rotations.
Looking forward to
See
it.
though how
Yep.
they
Bring them
approach
down.
this A hit.
Where are you?
Shots haven't been shots just fired right now, and it looks like an absolute bloodbath. Trades flying in. Rebel Squad looking to be on top for now, though.
One enemy remaining.
Rebel Squad looking quite confident. Finally, Fade is going to pick up the spike and eventually plant it. That's good enough. Killjoy on the other corner is going to be the last ledge agent which is actually surviving. But Coco Winch with the Singer tries to have the upper edge in his advantage. Let's see, is it going to find that kind of, let's say, amazing criteria or amazing area? Seems a little bit more difficult for this guy to actually survive at this point because it's a 1v3. And apart from that, they have to go for the diffusion as well. Jet is there already lurking in the shadow, trying to actually have a beautiful angle. Apart from that, Fade is also there in front of him. It's a 1v3. Very difficult to be precise, but then again goes in to put down Jet. That's a beautiful shot down, but Fade manages to take that revenge. And with that, the attackers are once again coming up with an advantage. Rebel Squad looking good for now.
Absolutely. Rebel Squad is just running it down. I wouldn't expect it any other way. They don't have a Sentinel, so their flank is really open. But that's also something that Astro really needs to capitalize on, is that they need to start taking more aggressive control over the map, knowing that they don't have a Sentinel to watch any of the flanks or to watch any of those pesky little alleyways that they might be able to take.
Indeed, the backstab
But
is
again,
something.
we're going to see Rebel Squad doing another A rush.
Bring them down.
Well, the rush is here. Concussion was actually being made, but apart from that, Breach and Fade are actually going to move from this particular A Seaver. But is it going to be a fruitful approach? That's what we have to look into it. The reveal is there, and yes, they were able to reveal quite a few players, but the Killjoy's ability is going to put Fade down. Seems like that at this point, that Fade is actually going to go down.
Turret's doing
XP
so much damage to
yeah,
Fade.
exactly. On the other corner, Nalza is for sure going to plant the spike, and with that, now the fighter is actually coming up. The defenders are falling.
Standing.
Last is going to be Rana with that beautiful gun. Let's see, is it going to be possible for him to do a 1v4? Seems highly unlikely at this point, but the Jet is coming up in the close quarter, and with that, a beautiful Vandal shot, a headshot to be precise, and the game is in the hands of attackers once again.
Yeah, 3-0 is a very dominant lead so far. The economy is going to snowball if they win this one. But Astro now looking at a full buy after last round was a bit of a save. Again, not I like the fast retake, just, you know, waiting right at the entrance. But again, they didn't take any space on the other parts of the map. The B players didn't push down to window and try to get a interesting flank to try and pressure the people on site. They've just kind of been funneling in through the chokes.
Yeah, like you said, but for now, Natix is going to be the guy who's going to plant the spike. But is it going to be easy? That's the biggest question for now. C is pretty much guarded by the guys coming from Team Astro Gaming. That seems quite lovely for now. Rana is there, trying to hold a beautiful position. If we talk about Butu feedback, let's see this Breach, what he can do. Oh, the shots are there with the shorty. A beautiful takedown was there, but eventually Killjoy has been taken down. Fade was pretty much successful in taking him apart. Raze is also going to get contested, and now it's pretty much an open party in this particular arena. It's a 3v3 for sure, but Nadix is going to plant the spike. Some shots are being exchanged, but eventually nobody was taken down for now. But the location has been revealed, and with that, the concussion also came in.
And it looks like Astro a bit more ready for this fight, but again, having a lot of trouble just breaking out of this choke point.
Oh, another
But it
beautiful
looks like our
takedown.
gunfights are clean.
Bring them down.
Coco,
Last
take
player
more space.
Silence.
Now
One
it's a
enemy
1v1.
remaining.
Coco versus Nadix. Not a lot of time. And Coco
Oh,
not
man.
realizing that Nadix was behind the smoke.
Amazing takedown indeed. That's a beautiful save coming from Natix's corner. He was able to plant the spike. He was able to dish out the enemy as well. Looking good for Team Rebel Squad for now. But I believe the comeback should be coming up soon enough from the team known as Astro Gaming. Looking forward to it. What happens for now? Natix is there with the Vandal. And if we talk about the other teammates, let's see what Sneaky is actually going to do. Phantom is there in the hand, waiting for the right opportunity in the B main.
There.
Looks like Rebel Squad
There.
just looking to go for another rush down B. Actually, no, a bit more of a slow push. But Astro pushing up with their economic disadvantage, just trying to get a play, but it
enemy
doesn't end up
remaining.
working out. The weaker guns really did show there, but again, not expecting anybody to jump out of the B window like a maniac. Now it's all up to Bade to try and steal back this round with the Guardian.
It's a tough caller for this guy. Human is already using its abilities, and Phantom. Okay, Guardian is there in the
Spike
hands.
planted.
That's lovely. But in the B, the spike has been planted. Now he has to actually go for the diffusion as well as the devouring of the enemy. But is it going to be that easy? Not at all. For now, Rage is ready. Looking forward to it. Trying to run away the enemies, but a beautiful shot with the Vandal. Omen is once again going to shut down Team Astro Gaming.
Great headshot, and you'll see here Nadix actually has not died a single time in this game. Really snowballing that economic advantage right now. I think again, kind of like Astro's adaptations, but still not coming up with the, or rather still not abusing the real flaw in Rebel Squad's composition, is that they really can't afford to watch the flank.
Now
They're
the
relying on these retakes, but they don't have enough angles to come out of.
Let's see what Team Astro is going to do at this point. If we talk about Coco, well, he is in the B main. Butu is actually going to push
Face
forward.
your
Rana is
fear!
there, but the spike plantation will be coming up soon enough. Some shots are being taken down by this particular gun, but eventually it's not fruitful. Nalza is going to plant the spike. Apart from that, we've got another
Spike
guy from Team
planted.
RS, which is actually having the height advantage for now. But Astro once again goes in for the abilities. Fails to connect anything at this point, but the Killjoy is also going to be there. Jet is actually going to devour two out of the defender's perspective. Now Astro, Breach, and Raze are going to be the three agents which are surviving. Oh, man.
Astro really needs to get a move on here while the lockdown is... It was an active push them back a little bit, but they're really struggling.
Last player standing.
That's it. All said and done, it's a 6-0 at this point. A huge lead is actually there for the Team Rebel squad. Looking forward to see how far they are actually going to go. For now, yes, they are looking good. Let's see where the plantation is going to be there. And Ethics is actually going to go for the C, it seems like that. And I believe the team is going to plant the C or maybe B, because on the A perspective, I believe only one guy is there. And that's going to be Sneaky, which is trying to just neglect the backstab.
There. There.
Rebel squad not really going for a default, just looking to take some aggressive mid control off the breach flash. Sneaky really wants to take this fight here, but they're actually not pushing out just yet. Looking for the initial pick, worrying about
There.
that potential eco aggro I seen last time. But neither side really giving an inch right now.
Finally, Jet is going to push forward along with Neon. Let's see, is it going to help them out? One good guy from the team known as Astro Gaming is already down. So for now, it's a risky approach. Stringer is being used from the enemy. Jet is going to perform a bit more. Concuss is also there by the Neon. It's a 1v3 for now. Takes one down. Takes another down. That's amazing. Neon is looking good on its meta. But Astro Rana is actually going to be there. And with that, Fade is also going to get contested. And now, all said and done, it's Team Rebel Squad with the 7-0 in their favor.
Absolutely dominant, but a little bit passive on the side of Astro. I was really expecting them to do something funky or, weird to try and get an upset out of Rebel Squad. Just because having an economic disadvantage means you're really not favored in those straight-up gunfight situations. You really want to off-put your opponents with some kind of crazy play and really change up the way that the game is played. But playing a little too passive, maybe that mental is starting to break down with the 7-0 lead.
Get out of my
We'll have to
way.
see what happens during this round.
The reveal was there, but now it's breaking. Trying to contest where the enemy is, but eventually they are not going to find anything at this point. If we talk about Breach, he's quite lit. His HP is not looking that good. He has been taking a lot of shot. But on the other corner, the B main, again the fight gets there. There are a lot of players in that particular perspective, but if I talk about Omen, he's hiding on the C perspective. I believe if Rage comes in the close quarter, it could be an easy kill.
Bada Bebop just kind of jiggling to see. Spots out Omen there. Not a definite call, but he is backing up. Trying not to take an aggressive fight that he doesn't need to. Now the rest of Rebel Squad pushing into B, but facing a lot of resistance. This is Fade ult followed by a Breach ult. Now the retake
One enemy remaining.
falling apart at the seams. But Coco getting two can actually bring it back. This is very winnable right now.
It's a tough fight for Astro Coco. Let's see what happens. A 1v2, the diffusion has to come. I guess it's going to be easy, but from the back, I believe the shot is going to be there. And yes, Oman was able to take him down. Once again, Natick saves the team. And with that, it's 8-0. And a beautiful lead that is coming from Team Rebel Squad is going to shut down a lot of perspectives for Astro Gaming.
There.
Exactly. We're seeing another save from Astro. This
There.
is really dire straits for them. But again, just not taking that aggressive control on a map like Haven is just asking for rush comps to absolutely dominate you. If you don't take the space elsewhere on the map, you're just going to give your opponents free side control, basically. They're not really pushing out, doing anything interesting. They're just kind of holding, and in this situation, I would like to see a bit more aggression.
Well, the aggression might come in, but for now, seems like that Raze is actually going to have the particular area of C being covered up. Apart from that, if we talk about Fade, and it's there in the PC was, Let's see what is going to be an advantage for this team, particularly. On the other perspective, we talk about Rana. Astra is actually going to be there, pretty close to Jet, pretty close to Neon, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, that's Neon. But taking her down is not going to be an easy task. For now, yes, the abilities are actually getting used up. Phantom is in the hands of Neon. The ult is recharged. Let's see what is going to be the possibility of the usage of the ult. But Coco on the other corner is still stuck at B. On the hindsight, they are still trying to just compensate of the particular fight. But now I guess the things might change. They might actually go for the C perspective, because you can see that Jet is there, Roman is there, and trying to pretty much take them down. But it's not coming up as a fruitful approach. The concussion is also going to be there. With that, now the focus is on Raze. And yes, the Raze is going to get taken down. It's an open opportunity for this team to go ahead and plant the bomb. And yes, the spike is actually getting planted. It's Risham who is actually going to plant the spike. And now the pressure is on Team Astro Gaming.
You can actually see Coco Finch on the flank managed to get Nalza. That's huge, actually, opening up a whole lot of space on the other side of the map. Look, Isame already going to check the flank. 3 people trying to check the flank because they understand that this could pose a significant problem, but they're actually going through Garage. But Rebel Squad playing for long. With no smokes to block off the line of sight, this is going to be rough.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, that's a huge comeback coming from Rebel Squad once again. For a moment, I thought that Rebel Squad is going to get pushed down by Astro Gaming, but eventually that was not the case, because the spike was planted in a quite an open area, and that is the reason where the diffusion was not there. If the players from Team Astro Gaming would actually go for the diffusion, they will be easily taken down, and that's exactly what happened. And now it's a 9-0. It's looking like from the semifinals, this is the team which is going to push forward just like that.
Yep, and you'll see that that last round was actually the most dominant performance we've seen from Astro when they actually took space on the other side of the map and did a flank. Just more surprised that Coco Vinch didn't go all the way and contest the long play, knowing that they don't have a smoke, that they'll probably play a bit safer. But now we'll see a bit more of a default. Again, Rebel Squad not underestimating Astro. You'll see Nadix just posting up on this angle, trying to get some sight lines. But Coco Vinch posted up in Garage, playing a bit passive.
I believe if I talk about Rebel Squad, they're pretty much scattered for now, and same goes for the team Astro Gaming. But for now, Killjoy is actually going to come in the front angle. Killjoy might be getting taken down soon enough, and yes, exactly that is what is the case. But no, Killjoy was able to deflect the attack of Omen. And now Omen is out of equation. Rebel Squad is not looking that decent as they were looking in the previous rounds. Spike is there in the hand of Neon. Neon is actually on the rampage. With that, the concussion also comes in. Enemy is in the close quarter, but before that, they're going to put some smokes, and now the plantation is also going to be there so that they can maybe funnel in the enemy.
Coming through.
Bit of a blunder there from but a feedback. Going in a little bit too early.
Boom.
Bada Bebo getting a nice pick on Hisame. Sneaky falling back just to maintain a bit of that control. Again, not underestimating Astro.
Ooh,
Last player standing.
that was an amazing
One
shot.
enemy remaining.
Now it's a 1v1.
But oh,
Amazing.
that was an insane shot from Coco. Finally, Astro gets one on the
My ult
board.
is ready.
Well, it seems like that Astro Gaming is back in the meta, back in the game, and this is absolutely lovely. The comeback which we needed is finally here. And now the pressure is actually going to be there once again on Team Astro Gaming, because they've just got the start. They just got the particular first match in their favor. There is not a sense of lead at this point. There is a buffer of 8 points, to be precise, 8 rounds. So that is going to be detrimental for this team. But now they have started it off. I believe they should maintain the streak. And if it is going to be possible for them, I believe we might see the biggest comeback for now.
Yeah, if they win the next two, it'll be 9-3, and you know what they say. Especially on a map like Haven.
Bring them down.
But it looks like Astro taking control A. This is what you'd like to see. Really pushed up, but they're giving it up. Unless they intend to leave. Bada Bebo posted on A here. Bada feedback with a huge kill, though, with the stinger.
Well, the attackers are not looking good at this point. Seems like that the survival is actually going to get impacted. On the other corner, KJ is just behind that particular door. The spike is with the Omen. Let's see, is it going to be possible for him to just go ahead and plant it out? For now, yes, Breach is also not looking that good, but then again, the survival is there for the team. Everybody is trying to just maintain their defensive position. Oh, one of the big loss for the team Astro Gaming. That's going to be Coco, who has been taken down by Hisame. Nalza on the other corner finds the backside, and the shot is there, but the spike carrier, or should I say, the Omen has been taken down. With that, the concuss is also coming in. It's a very tough fight.
Looking for a play here and gets two with the ult.
Typical. My ult
That-
is ready. I have the spike.
That's huge, and the reload.
Oh.
Nalza.
With that,
That's
at
what you
9.
like to see from Astro right
Last
there.
round in the half. Buy what you need.
Astro Gaming is back in the meta. The way they are coming back is looking strong. With that showstopper, Raze was able to completely change the tide of the game. For a moment, we thought that eventually in this one, it's going to be an easy victory for Team Rebel Squad, but eventually that was not the case. Astro Gaming finally finds their way back in the game with the showstopper. Spike is there with the Nalza. Once again, the planter is going to play its vital role. But let's see what happens for now, because slowly but surely, I guess the competition is getting aggravated quite a bit.
Nalza just looking for some poke damage here, maybe. Trying to hold Garage. But Hisame with the huge kill on Butter Bebop, opening up A long. And with nobody on short to contest, this is going to look like a massacre. But Rana manages to get Hisame off a very interesting push. Can't say I agree with the dash in there, but looks like that they might actually have intended for that fake.
Natix is actually going to plant very soon, I believe. Seems like that when the cover is going to be there. But Nalza on the other corner goes in for the pick, goes in for the plant.
Spike planted.
And Sneaky is here trying to hide out. Sneaky is easily going to put this guy down. Feedback to be precise, but eventually that was not the case. Sneaky is also waiting for the right opportunity. They're not going to just let this ground go, I believe.
Marked one.
Sneaky living up to his namesake. Is anybody going to clear him? Yes, not as the retake happens, but again, with with Fade and a Breach ult, this is going to be very difficult to retake.
Ooh. Breach was about to
Last
defuse
player
the
standing.
spike, but eventually that was not the case. And now the last man standing goes in for the diffusion. Once again, it can be a very risky approach, but no, he will be founded. And with that, a 2-10, the buffer of 8th round still remains the same.
Switching sides.
I hate waiting. Let's do this.
Just as Astro was beginning to adapt to Rebel Squad, they actually managed to lose the C hit again. Maybe being a little bit too greedy on that A long push. But now that the half is swapped, we'll see how Astro approaches the attack on this map. Looking at first like a C rush. Again, not a bad play considering that this is only pistol round and there aren't any rifles to just spam you down that narrow corridor.
In order to avoid the backstab, I believe Coco Winch was able to put down the alarm bot. But on the other corner, C is going to be the main focus. The concussion is as well coming in. Oman managed to put up a smoke. With that, the boom bot is also going to go on the way. And now everybody is pretty much determined to actually plant the spike. And now the spike is actually going to get planted. That's good enough.
Spike's down.
Beautiful plantation done. But with that, Astro gets
Rana
taken down.
dies in spawn, leaving a huge gap in the defense.
Oh man.
They just managed to get one, but again, holding up in Cubby is very rough.
Player standing.
That's it.
That's the first round.
As a defender, Team Astro Gaming was not looking that good. And as an attacker, I believe their first ever attack has already failed. Yes, they were able to plant the spike, but eventually that was not enough. On the other corner, if we talk about this round particularly, this is going to be a very close quarter round to be precise. The match game is also going to be there anytime soon if this round is going to be in the favor of Team Rebel Squad. Match point could actually come in. But for now, it seems like that the attackers are going to plant maybe in B, because they're looking a little bit more swarmed over there. So let's look at their perspective as well for now. And yeah, there we go. We've got Astro's player. Rana is there trying to actually gatekeep A side. Oh, once again, trying to figure out where the enemy might be.
You'll notice here that Astro is actually on a 4 spy looking for that upset With only two members of
Covering it.
Rebel Squad actually having pistols, this could be a very winnable round.
Indeed, it could be. But player 3 and 5 are trying to push forward in the B main.
Yeah, both squads just trading a bit of shots on mid here. But unable to push through due to that aftershock. And now, oh, a huge flank coming in from Sneaky.
Spike down mid.
Living up to his namesake. But Astro Rana,
Standing.
oh, whiffs on Hisame. That's not what you want to see. At point blank range,
Match
too.
point.
Have I told you you're okay? You're okay, fam.
The match point is here right now. This is a very, should I say, advantageous moment for the team Rebel squad because they're pretty close to the victory. From in this best of 3, they are easily going to bag out the first round in their favor if they win this one. Apart from that, if we talk about team Astro Gaming, things are not looking good for them. Astro Gaming, the spike is going to be with the Killjoy. Let's see, is it going to be a possible approach? Stinger is going to be in the hands, and now Killjoy is going to push forward. There is somebody surviving in, I believe, B Seaver, but let's see who is that. Apart from that, in the A main, I believe the fights are coming up. And yes, this team, which is known as Astro Gaming, is looking good. It's a 3v4 for now. Trying to actually go for the A side so that they can plant it out. Let's see, is it going to be a possible approach where the plant is going to be there. But Coco Winch, look at her. The Killjoy is going to plant the spike in C. Amazing.
Swarm grenade.
That's actually a really sneaky play.
Placing alarm bot.
Especially now that Coco has a rifle, able to pick that up. This round is looking very winnable, especially in such a open plant spot with 2 KJ mollies on it. A whole lot of util ready to just dump onto that spike.
Swarm grenade.
Breach
out.
stun goes up, flash. Mollies are out, they can't touch it currently. Bada Bebop with a boombot
Turret
kill.
Destroyed.
One enemy remaining.
Naza does manage to pick up Coco. Again, another stun comes out. And there's no time left. Now Coco Vinch could maybe try to recover the rifle here. Oh, the rifle's already recovered by Butterfeedback.
Gun here.
Good enough. Now the utilities are going to get exchanged. The buy is there. Vandal is going to come for a breach. But let's see what happens for now. Attackers are looking a little bit more on the good side. They are trying their level best to attack and meanwhile eliminate as well. And the eliminations are coming up from team Astro Gaming, which is good. But let's talk about another beautiful team that is going to be Rebel Squad. Let's see how far they are actually going to build their synergy in this one. I believe A is actually going to be the area from which everybody is going to push forward, and you can already see that there is a push coming in. Raze goes in, and the Spike is already down. The Spike carrier has been killed. Apart from that, the Concuss is also coming in. Another Boombot goes in. Raze wants to find out where the enemy is. But it seems like that is not going to be that easy. If I talk about Astra's HP, it's also not looking that good. 23 HP is there for him. 1 or 2 good shots can easily put it down. So that's a very risky approach coming from this team. But eventually Raze is going to push forward. Neon is going to be in the front angle, but Raze gets diminished. Raze gets taken down. And with this, again a big loss is here.
Trade does flow in. They're currently 3v3. Coco very aware of what could possibly be coming from the flank. Astro not fully committing, but again, the rest of the team doesn't seem to be on the same wavelength. Could be someone right here in this corner.
Player standing.
And the Stinger
Spike
gets
down
to
A.
Coco in a 1v2 now. Very precarious situation, but still looking a bit healthy. Can
Shield is
easily
in.
find a 1v1 here to try and equalize the score. If Rebel Squad
30 seconds
doesn't
left.
go together. Still just holding though, which is the smart play. Now that spike plan is going to draw both of them
Spike planted.
through B2 CT. Coco in an off angle. I don't actually like this because Breach does have a lot of utility to try and clear this, but the flash miss or the omen blind misses. Oh, I thought that was an omen blind actually. My bad.
An easy victory for the team known as Rebel Squad. Yes, for some brief time period, I believe we saw the comeback coming from Team Astro Gaming, but it was not enough. Remember, guys, it's a best of 3. First round is already in the favor of our defenders, which is known as Rebel Squad. A beautiful victory coming from the corner.
Definitely looks like an incredible amount of time went into just understanding how to work Haven. Even on defense, you started to see what Astro should have done, which was just aggressively take space in places that you know the enemy team is just giving up for free. And that really bit him in the butt there, especially when they weren't too vigilant about clearing the corner. But we'll have to see what the next map has in store for us.
Indeed, looking forward to it. But for now, let's go to the brackets so that we can talk about it as well. And as you remember, guys, in the quarterfinal, we had 8 teams, out of which 4 teams came by. It was Flarex and Gago Bros, out of which Flarex is actually going to be the team which is going to move forward for the finals. And in order to see which is the another team which is going to move forward in the finals, we have to look into the battle between Rebel Squad and Astro Gaming. And for now, Rebel Squad is already having an advantage of 1 round in the favor, another round victory, and they will be moving for the finals. Alright, guys, we'll be taking a short break, and after that break, we'll be back in the game once again with another map ban and another beautiful fight between these two giants.
Won't you say why you're a stranger now? Your eyes escaping mine when I sit you down. Don't you feel like we're holding on onto a fairy tale, but the magic's gone? Been months of bluffing the blushes and faking the butterflies. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, be true to what we are. Forget how it felt from the outset. Of history set. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Kinda missing how we kicked it off. Always in overdrive, now the feeling's lost. Blind to notice, we've been losing touch. Long gone fairy tale, yeah, we killed the rush. Been months of acting a fiction and staging a Valentine's. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down. Ooh,
Again, everybody, we're back after that break, ready for our second map, Icebox. This is Rebel Squad's map pick. Very excited to see what they have in store.
Looking forward to it. But for now, let's head back in the let's head back in the agent selection, and we'll get to see which are the agents which these guys are actually going to pick. Well, for now, I believe I'm quite excited to see how far the aggression is going to get built. But yes, again, if at this point, if we talk about the score, well, our Rebel squad is winning. Defender is actually going to be the perspective for Rebel squad, and attackers are going to be Astro Gaming. Let's see how far Astro Gaming is going to give us the comeback. If the comeback is going to be there, then only I believe there is going to be a chance for Team Astro Gaming to go for the finals.
Right, Icebox, a very meta dominant map actually. If you start looking at some of the playable percentages, you'll notice 5 agents basically being picked almost every time. The first one being Viper, an incredibly important agent. You know, basically the only smoke agent that can really do anything about those long angles. But it looks like Astro's actually running Harbor and Viper. Could see a lot of interesting fake plays as well as just a lot of mind games because you have so much smoke util now.
Yeah, definitely that could be the case. But Kokovinch now declines the Killjoy. Harbor is going to be the pick for this guy. On the other corner, Viper is going to come in. That's interesting. Icebox is the map, so definitely choosing the right agent according to that is going to be the main
Select
perspective.
your agent.
Now moving up ahead, just 10 more seconds to go. After that, the game will get started. Looking forward to it. What happens now? Well, the confirmation is here. Viper, Sova, and Jet is there, along with Sage and Reina. That is the pick for Rebel Squad. Let's see what Rebel Squad is going to do at this point because it's a big match for Rebel Squad to be precise. They are already having a beautiful victory in their favor. The advantage is already in the hands of Team Rebel Squad. But let's see what happens. How far Astro Gaming is going to come back with the strong urge of urgency and a beautiful comeback to be precise. But looking forward to see how Icebox is going to change the tides. Remember, guys, this is the match of the semi-finals. It's a best of 3. First round is already in the hands of Team Rebel Squad. Just one more to go for Rebel Squad, and eventually it is going to be a fresh start for Team Astro Gaming if they are going to back out this round.
Yep, and they're definitely going to be favored in this one. Again, having the Sage, I think, is essential on Icebox. If you want to basically attack on B side, you really do need the wall to just give you that extra piece of cover. And then just having 2 slows for defense, an incredible way to just stop enemy pushes in their tracks. Actually, it looks almost like a mirror match if you switch out Harbor for Sage. So, I'm actually kind of interested because now Astro doesn't have a Sentinel. We'll see how that plays out.
Waiting on the game to get started. But now, exactly as you said, that if you switch Harbor, I believe it's going to be a very close quarter mirror pick coming from both of the teams. So that's absolutely going to be interesting. Let's see which player is going to use their agent quite perfectly. Apart from that, at this point, Reina is actually going to be a great pick for Sneaky. And the last one, I believe this guy was playing with Neon. He's quite confident on that perspective. But Rebel Squad, let's see, is it going to be a straight up bang on start from their corner or something else might change? But yes, we are back in the game. And for now, the buy phase is there. In just 40 seconds, the game is going to get started.
All right, already we've got Nadix putting up very default Viper wall across a site, just across or just over the zipline area. Very difficult for attackers to both come onto site as well as play off site, as it blocks so many different angles. The rest of the team essentially going to be playing off of that on A. And Viper is just holding B long by herself.
Alright, the utilities are being spawned.
orb emitting. I have the spike.
On the other corner, if we talk about the A side, I believe everybody's focusing on that, so that's good enough for the team. Let's see. Is it going to be a fruitful approach? Alright, a shot down comes in, but no, it was a beautiful takedown with another beautiful amount of carnage, I believe. Things can change. The wall is there so that nobody pushes from that particular angle. Oh, Sova with that beautiful charge managed to take one more down. But from the hindsight, I believe a backstab is going to come in, and that's going to be Astro Rana versus Aristnetics. Oh, the shots are there with a beautiful headshot. The start was there.
So aware.
Amazing.
And now going to be fast rotate onto B. This does seem to favor Astro though, because the Viper wall's already there. This is gonna make it a little bit tricky.
Blocking sight.
With full fuel, we'll see how this ends up. Butter just trying to look for
Last player
a
standing.
peek, but doesn't manage to get the kill. A very winnable round for Astro, kind of ending up in, well, in tatters.
All said and done. Start was good enough coming from Team Astro Gaming's corner, but eventually
Reina,
the finishers
time
were
to
Rebel
hunt.
Squad. Once again, Rebel Squad is going to swarm up on A and B sides, but everybody is actually on the A side right now. Let's see who is going to go for the B side. It could be Viper. Yeah, Viper is the agent which is going to go for that particular side.
Yeah, honestly, I think Viper has a bit of trouble on A because her mollies, again, only able to apply really on the ground. Not able to quite stop anybody fully. So it's not too uncommon to see Viper just put up the wall, go straight to B site, and maybe play for a pick on the flank. But both teams exchanging heavy utility on A.
Ooh,
Sneaky
Spike
Hisame getting
down
huge
A.
kills.
One enemy remaining.
In a standoff, but Coco
amazing.
only able to get one. And that was, again, a force, not leaving Astro too much money in this round.
The pressure is on Astro. 2-0 Rebel Squad is starting off quite well. And eventually this push that was there in the second round, it was neglected quite well by Team Rebel Squad. So still happy to see a huge amount of inclination coming up. But now Harbor is actually going to be the one who is going to plant the spike for Team Astro Gaming. Well, let's see, is it going to be possible for him? Is it going to be an easy approach? Looking forward to it. Reina goes in, tries to clear out the initiating angle. But on the B side, I believe another fighter is getting up there. Oh, a beautiful takedown. With that, Astro Rana is actually going to be there to defend his teammates.
Poison's off.
Oh man, it's a very risky approach coming up. Another shot is going to be there, but once again, another
Last player
takedown is there.
standing.
And with that, Sova is
Spike
going to
down
become the
A.
last man standing of this particular team. That's going to be Coco. Spike is already there on the A side, so I believe planting is not going to be that easy. But even with the Sheriff, this guy gets taken down because they didn't have that kind of, let's say, utilities to be precise. If Spectre could have been there, things might have changed.
Yeah, that economic disadvantage really biting them again. If you force in the second round, your third round buy is just going to be really bad.
A 3-0 for now. Rebel Squad looking quite confident, quite well at this point. Astro Coco on the other corner goes in for the reveal. Let's see, is it going to be a beneficial one to be precise? Looking forward to it.
Astro again looking for an A hit here, but again, not really successful. Coco with a meta dart manages to get some info.
Ooh,
But nobody helping Coco. But the trades do fly in. They managed to get one. The slow posing
Spike down
a
A.
massive challenge for Hisame, who's just darting around these corners.
the ult coming from Jet was on point. The aim was on point, but for now, let's see what these two guys are going to cook. Okay, Sova came in with the drone. But eventually with that, the ult of Reina is already utilized. Viper is there, waiting for the right opportunity. Shots might
But
actually
look at
come in.
Nadix. Nadix coming along the flank, looking to clinch this.
Last
Oh, the
player
reload.
Oh, questionable weapon swap there.
That's it. The 4-0. A huge start coming from Team Rebel Squad. And they're pretty much looking exactly the way they were looking in the Haven. Quite confident, quite aggressive. Able to decline every other push that is coming from Team Astro Gaming. With that, Astro Gaming is actually going to be on a lot of pressure. And apart from the pressure, the economic disadvantage is also going to be there, as you can already see. Oh, Hisame is already there with the operator. Let's see what happens with those bang-on shots.
Yep, fifth round operator, definitely a good start for Rebel Squad. But this is still the first full gun round. Both teams equipped with rifles.
Ooh. Ooh!
But Hisame! What a shot! Give that man a vac pan! What is going on?
And that was lovely indeed. On point precision. A beautiful takedown indeed. On the other corner, another takedown coming from Nalza's corner. With that, the pressure once again comes on the team Astro Gaming. It's a 3v5 to be precise. They have to go for the plantation as well. The spike is already there on the mid. And play number 5 from Team Rebel Squad is already gatekeeping it, as you can see. So definitely
Yeah,
having the spike
is
advantage
just
not
in
going to
such
be there.
a horrible position here in the tube. With Nalza basically just sitting there waiting, taking down Bada Bebop.
One enemy remaining.
It just looks like everything's out of place for Astro here. Coco does manage to sneak in, but
Oh,
just not looking at the right place. With a flawless coming from Nadix.
once again the pressure remains on this particular team. SMA is once again going to use its omen, its operator to be precise. The credits are there for this team to be precise. It's quite amazing. But on the other corner, let's see what happens for now.
I liked that Astro was actually trying to explore mid there, but I think the mid default is a bit risky just because of that operator. Especially now having Sova just throwing darts there is going to make everything a bit trickier. Bada with the great kill on Nadix. Manages to pick up a gun. Opens up B long. But decides to back up. Does manage to draw a rotation out from Hisame. And 2 players looking to maybe find another pick on mid before starting this A hit. Which is not coming. Nalza being a little bit cautious here. But Coco Vinch ready to get the wall out. Looks like this A site is ready to be hit. Dart goes out. Harbor wall in a blind. But Sneaky in a very bad corner that nobody checks. This misses out.
Still in sight.
The positions have been
Going
revealed.
again in the same corner.
Get out of my way.
Hisame with a huge flank with an operator. Misses the
Oh.
shot from behind.
Night, night.
But still
Spike
gets butter
planted.
feedback.
One enemy
Comes out of the
remaining.
smoke.
Last player standing.
Ah,
Nalza
amazing.
following up.
That was a beautiful backstab to be precise. Yeah, indeed, man.
looking a bit worried there, missing the first shot, but manages to get the second. It's quite interesting to see an op go for the flank. But I guess it worked out in the end. Rebel squad up 6. Looks like Astro's just a bit shaken, not sure what to do here. Kind of scrambling in the spawn. Coco Vinch may be looking for another mid play.
I must stop their rain.
Hisame crawling down tube. The harbor wall giving a bit of a misdirection here. As Coco Vinch is on a one-man mission to scout out A.
He's trying to create a deception for the team, and I believe it could be successful. But on the other corner, if we talk about the other guys of Team Astro Gaming, they're trying to push forward for the B. But let's see, is it going to help them or not?
About a feedback. Trying to take an aggressive angle here. The 2 people already on site. This Viper wall very aggressive, difficult to peek out of.
The hunt begins.
And Spike trying to come in, but the Molly's preventing that from happening. Rotates.
Ooh,
Coming in,
Oh,
Rana
man.
just gets
Spike
blasted
down.
down. The trades just
Last
aren't
player
favorable. One on the flank. Bada Bebop is clueless.
that's it. All of a sudden, everything changed for the Team Astro Gaming. And they were looking good at B, but eventually, when Viper got down, after that Jet was shaken down, then Sova got taken down, and with that, Reina also gets taken down. In just a span of 10 to 15 seconds, the whole team was destroyed.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying about having that Sage on attack is just the wall provides so much security. Not against bullets necessarily, because you can always spam down the wall, but the fact that Mollies can't just go through it, right? It blocks those,
Cutting their vision.
making it very easy for you to just plant right there and there. And Sneaky,
There.
not being phased by anything, just sneaking up there. Against a very broken buy. Coco, though, the dart, manages to scan Sneaky. And Isame, I think. They know they're playing a bit aggressive here. They should know that because of the jet, there's an op.
Oh, the
Shot
offshots
goes
are
out.
coming
Now
in.
they definitely know where he is.
Oh,
Oh, and a huge shot from Bada Bebop. But the rest coming in.
amazing, man.
Not capitalizing. But they do get the trade. 4v4. It's A-site looking a little bit better. Bada Bebop's aim. Is he going for it again? Gets him twice with the Guardian headshot. Put that operator down. Another side hit. 2 players on screens. But Bada Bebop not aware of the backside. Butter feedback does manage to pick up the op. Getting a few refrags. Nadix. Holding his own.
Not ready yet.
The Rebel Squad does have more HP in this fight, looking very precarious.
Waiting for the right opportunity. They could actually go for the diffusion, but before that, they suddenly.
Player standing.
Oh,
Oh,
a
but a
beautiful
feedback.
use of.
The smoke was just a little bit too late.
One enemy
Ah.
remaining.
But
Amazing
Nadix does
takedown.
manage to get one. But there's no time. There's no time. But a feedback. Come on, just save the op. Ah. And that's Astro's first round on the board.
Yeah.
Again, after a
Let's
huge
prove that.
lead.
I have extra
From
money
Rebel
if anyone
Squad.
needs.
Well, finally, they are back in the game.
You can say that. Bada Bebop absolutely destroying Isame. 2 headshots with the
Yeah.
Guardian on an off.
Even
That's
after
gotta
the
be-
res was there.
Yeah. Twice
Twice.
in one round.
That was amazing. 8
Absolutely
rounds passed.
flexing.
Yeah. Ismay once again goes in with the operator. I believe he can easily find out that Viper, known as Rana. But before that, I believe the focus might actually shift from Team Astro
Here.
Gaming to A side as well. Still waiting
But
with
a
the right
feedback with
opportunity.
the
Yeah.
Yeah, but a feedback with the op does pose as a significant challenge. On Icebox, actually, an attacking op is pretty good. Just
Right
because you
here.
can contest any long sightlines.
Take flight.
Astro looking for another hit. With only 2 people on site, this could be the hit they want. A tag on Viper, and she's dead. Only 1 on site. This could be a huge site hit.
Scanning ahead.
Dart goes into back sight, clears it. And the plant comes in. But a counter Sova ult just to delay the plant. Could be enough for the rotations to come in. Nalza does manage to find one, but
Cutting
Sneaky
their vision.
Spike planted.
kind of having trouble figuring out where he is.
Stealing sight.
I suggest you move.
But Rana on back sight, holding a very
One
sneaky
enemy
position.
remaining.
Oh,
But it's not enough. Isaiah with 3.
it's a 8-1. The buffer of 7 rounds is going to be there. Defenders once again are going to diminish every single hope. But very soon the switch is actually going to be there. So we are going to witness, I believe, some changes in the meta. Maybe that could be possible. But for now, yes, 9 rounds have been passed, and it's a Rebel squad which is looking good for now. They're pretty much close to having the advantage or the ticket of the finale. But let's see what happens. Still trying to lurk around, still trying to figure out where the enemy might be. Shots are getting there. In just 5 seconds, the carnage will start. Hisame is going to choose the same gun or what? Let's see. Yeah, the operator is here in the hands of Hisame. Haber is coming up in the close quarters of the B side, and if I talk about the A side, I believe all the other players of
Oh.
Team Astro Gaming are there. But
Good shot
Haber
by
gets taken
Isaiah
down.
there.
Yeah.
Now Isaiah and Hisame up in a rifle, holding B long. Absolutely no way Astro's going to be able to get out of this unless they don't have a pop flash really, except for Reyna, which doesn't necessarily count. It's going to be difficult to get any of these players out of their entrenched positions. Bada Bebop. Oh, 3 actually following behind just to maybe secure this mid control. It's a bit risky putting your entire team mid. Because Nalza is just holding the bottom there. Both teams are just dead quiet, not giving up any information.
Oh,
30
Bada
seconds
Bebop
left.
makes a sound falling down. Tag Sova. Isn't able to get the second shot.
Last player
Bada feedback,
standing.
not checking behind him.
Spike down B.
Spike down. And Coco with a nice sheriff shot, but not enough.
Hisame answering back with the operator. Managed to get 2 out of the equation. That's lovely. 25 seconds more to go. The buy phase is going to be there, but at this point you can already see Hisame is the one from Team Rebel squad which is having the highest amount of kills, 15 to be precise. Only 7 deaths and 2 assists from his corner. And Badibib from the particular corner of Astro Gaming is looking good. 11 frags from their corner as well. But Coco Winch is unable to find any kind of, let's say, hopes in this particular round. Only 1 frag, 10 deaths and 3 assists.
Yeah, the Harbor maybe not being the most useful against this aggressive op play. But Hisame in a very precarious situation.
Oh man.
Has no support. As Coco's able to take him down. Isaiah are backing up. Wall comes out.
The hunt begins.
The sneaky. Trying to
Spike
get one.
planted.
Does get one, but the trade comes in from Coco. Isaiah does have the res available. He can just find a decent position to res his teammate. High Tide manages to go down. Drone comes out.
Oh,
Isaiah making a very questionable play there.
Shock dart. Revealing area.
Nidix manages
Shot
to find
dart.
one. And a 2v2.
One enemy
Spike isn't even
remaining.
halved.
Last player
And a
standing.
1v1 now. Nadix has no choice but to just root him out.
wow.
Coco Vinch finally getting some kills on the board there.
I mean, we were
2
questioning
more.
this guy, but
Last
now the
round
answer is there.
before the switch.
He's back in the meta.
Surpassing his teammate Rana.
Exactly. With that, hopes of Team Astro Gaming span and this particular team as well is going to be here. Let's see what happens for now.
Could Rebel Squad could be facing down a 9-3. Bit of a better scoreline from before, but Nadix perhaps looking to be a bit aggressive on the zipline play. We'll see if Astro is able to adapt. Hisame, aggressive off angle on pipes. Body feedback, not able to tag the head there.
Watch this.
Hisame again, just looking to try and find
Oh,
an off
the
angle. Manages
answer.
to get butter feedback.
Cutting their vision.
Kokovic is aware that someone could be on the flank, but the timing.
Water rising.
Oh man. The focus shifted,
Bada Bebop.
and so does the life on the other corner. But yes, tries to go for further. Reina wants to find an angle. Spike planter is also on the hindsight. Well, let's see, is it going to be easy? Well, there is only one guy on the A side, and now another one comes in. I believe Reina along with the Viper is there. The shots are getting taken
Bada
down.
Bebop not looking at the right spot. Screens is looking very, very rough. I don't quite agree with this positioning from Rana. Could have gone very wrong, but Coco with the op
Last player standing.
misses a shot.
Ooh.
Bada Bebop gets taken down. And it looks like Rebel Squad will actually have the same scoreline as last game on the half. 10-2.
Precisely, they're looking quite good at this point. Would love to see what happens in the finale as well, but
Switching
for now,
sides.
2 more rounds, so should I say 3 more rounds, can actually decide a lot of things. Because in the next 3 rounds, if Rebel Squad is going to win it back to back, they will be the finalist. And if there is actually going to be a comeback in the next 3 rounds from the team Astro Gaming, that is going to give us a lot of hope that we might actually see another beautiful clash going on quite long. And let's see what happens. The buy phase is going to be over soon enough. And for RS, or should I say Rebel Squad, one guy is going to pick the Sheriff, another one with Ghost. It can be risky. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, these pistol buys looking a bit more aggressive from Astro here with the Frenzy and 4 Ghosts. Could prove to be useful. Now, Butter Feedback, very interesting position on screens. Will they clear this? The drone does not clear screens. And Rana just kind of rushes in, try to get a pick. Isame, with the Frenzy, loses
Spike down A.
his fight to Coco. Now Sneaky. Oh, gets distracted by Butter Feedback there. But Isaiah looking for a refrag somewhere. Feedback is low, but Butter Bebop holding the rafters peak.
Spike is
And
already
looks like
getting
a very
guarded.
aggressive stalemate here.
Yeah. Oh,
But
so
Naza
gets
finds
taken
the
down.
hole in the wall.
Last player standing.
With that, it's a 1v3. Oh, it's a 1v2 for now.
1v2 now. Isaiah. Oh, gets hit through the wall by a Sheriff. Now looking quite low. The heal just isn't what it used to be, you know?
30 seconds left.
25 seconds left on the clock. Isaiah needs to make a play here. But with just his
that's
aim,
it.
it's not enough. Bada Bebop secures the first round of the half.
A 10-3.
This could be Astro's way back into the game.
Yeah, quite possibly this could be the way fights are actually going to get there. On the other corner, if we talk about the picks, or should I say the buys, by the credits, Adabebab is going to go with the Guardian. Feedback is going to take the Scepter. And then Singer is here. Let's see what happens.
I actually don't mind the Stinger. I think the Stinger's quite good, especially after the Spectre nerf. But that Guardian on second round, easily able to just two-shot people. Almost like a mini operator. Or more like a Scar H from CS.
Natix having the spike in his hand, trying to push forward.
Oh. Rebel Squad not making any sound, but crawling straight up mid. Now they do. Now they're spotted. Hisame trying to look through the wall. Gets Astro. Gets the pick. Manages to get
One
the kills they
enemy
need.
remaining.
But Isaiah cracking open mid. Now it's all up to Bada Bebop. Huge shot. But an insurmountable task ahead of Bada Bebop here. 1v3.
With the diffusion. Let's see. Isaiah is there on the front end. The Sage. He can easily backstab this guy. Oh, it's Viper. But Viper was taken down with that Sage. Is for sure going to find him out. Isaiah managed to bag this match once again for the team. 11-3. Buffer of 8 rounds. Astro Gaming not looking that good, but then again they are showing the signs of a comeback. It's a little bit late, but then they are trying their level best, to be honest. On the other corner, the plant is once again going to go on a B. Seems like that. Or A. Let's see.
Rebel Squad maybe looking for a fast B hit. Again, having Sage just lets you plant for free, basically. Bada Bebop solo carrying the B site. Dart manages to come in. Does scan a couple people. Bada Bebop might be in dire straits here, being pushed by the entire team. Manages to get one huge kill, but gets traded out. Delay Molly's coming in. Hisame gets a kill.
My ult's ready.
Gets another. But manages to be taken down by Rana finally. 3v2 situation. Rana looking low,
One
but
enemy remaining.
Cove
Don't worry. Your life
just
won't
a
go
bit too
to
late.
waste.
And Sneaky caps off the round with 2.
Match point.
Their head is in a
Amazing
bit of
start of this round.
now pull.
Rebel squad looking quite good. Just one more round for Rebel squad and they are actually going to move on for the finals, facing off team which is their Flamex if I'm not wrong, to face them off. But apart from that, the guy who is going to plant the spike is going to be our Sova. Nalza to be precise. And on the other corner, if we talk about Team Astro Gaming, let's see what they are trying to cook with. Vukovic is there,
Get out of my way.
trying to just get the B perspective in his favor.
No fear on this man. He's literally just walking up.
Oh,
What a feedback.
Ult's ready.
Gets a nice refrag with the judge. Not able to get two, but
One
Rana
enemy remaining.
with a 3K
Spike
diffuses
down A.
Screen down.
the attack right here. It just stops him. And now it's just up to Isaiah with a Guardian.
another comeback. Well, then
Ego is looking very weird, actually. A lot of feedback won't be able to buy. But the jet knives are active, and that could go toe-to-toe with any rifle.
Looking forward to it, what happens from them. If we talk about the jet of the team, yes, exactly as you said, the ult is ready. For Viper,
Want to see
yes, the ult is there. But for Sova, things might not be that favorable. The reveal is going to be there.
Revealing area.
Definitely looking forward to it. Yes, the reveal would have been coming, but eventually before that, the shots were there. Beautiful exchange, but people are shifting to the B side if I'm not wrong. And yeah, the jet is there. It's somewhere to be precise.
Kokovinch gets a huge kill there, and he just comes
Spike down B.
through orange.
Last player
But Hisame
standing.
not aware. Isaiah now again in a 1v4 situation. Rez is active, but teammates so far away. This would have to be the clutch of a lifetime in order to secure the series. A hole in the wall, and just too many angles to look at. Eventually, Isaiah falls.
12 versus 5. The ratio is there of 7 rounds. The buffer is there of 7 rounds. But let's see what happens for now. Feedback goes in with the shorty along with the vandal. Definitely could help him a lot. And we have seen him doing a beautiful pick out of it. But the attacking side of Team Rebel Squad is not looking that good, because you can see that in terms of the attacking formation. They're getting down. The victories are at a loss for now. Nalza. Sova goes in for the reveal once again.
Scanning ahead.
And now everybody is going to focus their push on the A side.
Another 5-man push onto A here.
Take flight.
The drone. Will the drone scan butter feedback? This is going to be huge information. It does manage to see him. And 2 kills already. The A site's clear.
One enemy remaining.
Make that 3. A
Spike
1v5
planted.
situation for Kokovinch.
Not looking that good for the guy. Shorty and along with Vandal, that's going to be the compromise, but he takes one down. But with that, Sova uses his ults. Reina also gets taken down, but Viper managed to bag him out, and with that, it's a 3v5. And finally, Rebel Squad is going to become the team which is going to face off another beautiful finalist in the finals. Amazing battle indeed. The scores are in front of us. Yeah.
13-5. Looking again like a dominant performance from Rebel Squad, really preparing for this map. But you'll notice on both sides that mid was left relatively uncontested. Well, aside from those few rounds where they would rush and then somebody would kind of happen to be there, for the most part, mid was very quiet. You didn't see a lot of lurks coming from the Viper on the offense side. Not a lot of long flanks from, say, going around B side. But again, Rebel Squad did have a very good defensive control over B long, which made it very difficult for Astro to have any map control.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of what played into their loss there. Just not having that map control. Again, something you can see from Haven as well, just not maybe working the things that you need that they need to work, and ultimately just being punished for it, feeling like they're trapped, like they have no other options to attack from. When ultimately they did, they just didn't contest for it.
Yeah. Well, for now, you can see that Rebel Squad's Hishame was the guy with the average combat score of 369, 24 kills to be precise. Looking good enough. But now, guys, let me remind you once again what the brackets were. So, moving on to the brackets, you can see in the semi-finals, the first match was between Player X and Cargo Bros. That was yesterday, if I'm not wrong, and the result is pretty much clear that Player X was able to bag out the first 2 rounds in their favor. With that, they were the finalists, and now Rebel Squad bags out another 2 rounds in front of Astro Gaming, and with that, they are going to be the team which is going to face the team which is known as Player X in the particular finals. So looking forward to that as well. Don't go anywhere, guys. We are going to give you the giveaway winners, and with that, the interview of the winners of the semifinals is also going to come in. So for now, we are going to take a short break, but we'll be back soon enough with the giveaway winners and the interview of the winners.
Won't you say why you're a stranger now? Your eyes escaping mine when I sit you down. Don't you feel like we're holding on onto a fairy tale, but the magic's gone? Been months of bluffing the blushes and faking the butterflies. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to
All right, guys, back again on the desk after the decimation between these two giants, Rebel Squad versus Astro Gaming. Well, the predictions were there from the audience that were present on the Discord server, and eventually the winner of the Discord Nitro Basic, that was a giveaway which was running on the back end. It is Cappuccino, hashtag 5474, so you can just go ahead and claim it with the moderators that are present on the Discords. And apart from that, now let's move on to the winner, Rebel Squad. The interview is there, and we have Hisame on the desk, so let's talk to him.
Hey.
Hey, Hisame, how you doing?
Pretty good. We won. Kind of happy.
Yeah,
Yep.
you guys looking absolutely fantastic out there, having like incredible first halves. I mean, how do you feel about just the performance in general?
Thank you. In performance, actually we can't expect it, but could have bring down more rounds. Could have been a 13-1 or 13-2, as in is that's our expectation. Yeah.
Wow, really looking for the absolute dominance there.
Yeah.
I guess maybe what's one thing like? Did you guys ever feel pressured at any point? Was it like all cool and calm, or do you maybe feel a little bit of a tension there on the second half of Icebox?
Pretty sure if during our pistol round, it's our first time running a Reyna at a stage. Normally we'll run in a KO instead of a Reyna, but this is our first time running a Reyna, so it's a bit uh kind of a bit slightly miscom. So yeah, so
Okay.
there's some tension in it during the pistol round, after the pistol round, yeah, after the pistol round, yeah.
Okay. Uh, how did you guys feel about switching to Reyna instead of KO?
Uh, because in Reyna we have lineups for KO flash, and Reyna is just you just throw it in,
Aha, I
where
see.
yeah, where it's slightly uncomfortable for me and the KO, as we have a game plan for it. Yeah, but
I
it's
see. I
okay lah.
see.
We are fine. We are fine.
Yeah,
We are
you guys look
still
definitely fine. Yeah.
yeah we are still come and collect it. Yeah.
Nice. Also, I just wanted to ask, maybe like, we're talking about this a bit before the stream started, but in terms of like a game plan, do you guys like what kind of game plan do you guys come up with? You know, as the round starts, like can you walk us through that?
Um, Pretty sure during the round start, normally we'll play default, but in the pistol round, not really. We'll set up our game plan has more to the play close together and double pick together, so that uh every time we pick, there's always a person that will trade all of us as we die. Yeah, then there's a person trade us.
Yeah, definitely saw that a lot with just the hectic gunfights. The trades were always coming in, and it seemed like you guys had the upper hand, just in terms of maybe gunfighting, but also just you know, the teamwork, really trading those kills, making sure you don't just have somebody that just dies for no reason, right?
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that's some great stuff. I guess one last question I have is,
hmm
how do you think you'll do against the next team, FlareX?
I heard they're kind of scary, but we're pretty confident. We're pretty confident that we're gonna take it 2-0.
Yeah, I believe both you guys were absolutely dominant coming out of the ladder, so it'll be very interesting to see how you guys mesh together.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think that's all the questions I have. Raider, do you have anything you want to ask, Kisame?
Oh man, that's all. It
Uh,
sums up the
Oh,
questions.
that's
Yeah.
yeah, I guess this is the first time taking part in your tournament,
Mm-hmm.
so it's thank you for having us.
It's
Yeah.
our pleasure, man.
oh, thank you. It's a real pleasure to see you guys play.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. And for the fans out there supporting, thank you also. If there's any. Yeah.
Uh,
Thank you.
you definitely got some fans after this.
We shall see. We shall see.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
Anyways, wish you all the best in the next series. Hope you
hmm
guys do very well.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
All right, guys. So that was the beautiful, insightful interview coming from the guy known as Isme from Team Rebel Squad. But now moving up ahead, we are going to witness the finals. But for that, we are going to take a short break. Short, but yes, definitely a lengthy one to be precise. Then the finals will start. We'll talk about that as well whenever the match gets started. But for now, we are going to take a break.
Don't you say why you're a stranger now. Your eyes escaping mine when I sit you down. Don't you feel like we're holding on onto a fairy tale, but the magic's gone?